So in this video, I'm going to share with you all my running gear. I'm going to share my experiences, my recommendations, so keep watching. The most exciting gear I own is definitely the watch. Next up, one of the most important items you need for running, your socks and your shoes. These are all of my essentials of fueling, hydration and recovery. These are the bottles I mostly use when running or something. I really like to just eat a lot of carbs. Pasta is one of the things I really like to eat. Since I've started to run and because I have like pretty long hair, my hair always falls in front of my face and that's disturbing and nobody likes that. So I've started using a lot more hats. What's up everybody, this is David. I'm training as a hybrid athlete and this year I'm doing my first ever marathon. So in this video, I'm going to share with you all my running gear, everything from shoes, shorts, hats, my watch, my nutrition, everything. This video is for you if you're in need of some inspiration. I'm going to share my experiences, my recommendations, so keep watching. Because today we are doing a long run, 14 to 16K maybe. I'm first off going to eat something, so let's go. The most exciting gear I own is definitely the watch. Look, I have a Garmin Forerunner 955. I've talked about this in a previous video, so definitely go check it out if you want my opinion about this watch, but I'm just giving it away. It's an amazing watch. The most important thing about this for me is battery life, as well as the integration with Strava, because I like to share my workouts. If it's running or gym sessions or anything else, I really like to share that on Strava. The app is also very good. It gives a lot of information. I've learned some new things with the watch. So for example, HRV status, and I've learned to understand it better so I can prepare and work around that information to base on my workouts. It also has like a touch screen, really easy touch screen, and buttons. So really useful when you're swimming, for example, or even when you're running. I'm really a big Garmin fan. It's a base model Forerunner, but really good. On the training plan, I can start the triathlon activity and then I can switch easily between swimming, biking and running. That's also one of the main reasons I chose this one. So yeah. Now let's get into my other gears. Next up, one of the most important items you need for running, your socks and your shoes. I'm starting off with the shoes. You've probably seen this pair of shoes in other videos of mine. These are the Asics FF Plus. These are just really good, but I got them from my father, I think one year ago or maybe 2 years ago, when I wasn't really running a lot. These are in fact too small for my foot. This is just my right size, but you know, for running you need a bigger size, and because I'm running a lot more, your foot starts to move a lot more and my toe starts to bounce against the top of the shoe. So now I have like blue nails, you know what I mean? So this one, I don't know, I will probably stop using them or maybe use them for like really short runs or something, but yeah, that's the thing. Really good, but too small. The second pair I bought were these ones. This one I bought really cheap, and to be honest with you, I did buy them just because of the color. I felt like they were really bouncy, so that was good again as well. But I have had some issues with these shoes. So for example, here you see the laces started a little bit higher, because if the laces start here, I got a lot of pain points on both sides. So that's one of the things. And then I think the stability of the shoe is not the best. I feel like after running a lot, more than 10K, I did run, for example, 18K, I started to feel it on my ankles. So I really think it's the stability. I'm going to use them really just for speed runs because they are really bouncy, so they give a lot of speed, and probably, as the community says, for race day. So yeah, mostly of the time I did need to buy some new shoes. That it is what it is. I did buy these ones, the Saucony Ride 18, really amazing. I did choose these ones because it's known for Saucony that they are a lot wider on the foot. My foot is pretty wide, I think, and I've felt over the years, because when I was playing football, for example, I always wanted Nikes, but Nikes are really small. So I always needed to go to Adidas or some wider pair of shoes. And in the past, I've had other Sauconys that I was recommended for my big feet. And this time, again, I tried some Nikes, Brooks, and 2 Sauconys, and even Adidas. But these ones felt like the most comfortable. These are not as bouncy as the other ones, as the yellow ones, as the Adidas Switch, but they are going to last a lot longer. So that's really important for me as well. So yeah, those are my shoes. I've run with these ones and these are pretty comfortable. Today I'm doing my first long run with this one, so we'll see if they are as good as they seem like. Next up, the socks. As you can see, I like to wear toe socks, because the only reason I'm wearing toe socks is because I get a lot of blisters. Really, when my toes starts to sweat a lot and then scratch against each other, I really feel the blisters starts to appear, and I feel it when I'm running, so it's really not nice. And then I also have these Puma socks, short socks, but these are thicker than these ones, but really good. I really like them. So I really think I really tried out all my socks when running, because I have a lot of pair of socks, and definitely it's really important to have a good pair of socks. In my opinion, it's important that your socks really stays against your foot, that are not really loose, because your foot starts to move around and you get blisters on the bottom of your feet as well. So yeah. What's really important before and after your running is fueling and hydration. These are all of my essentials of fueling, hydration, and recovery. So first off, my electrolyte things. I'm a kind of a natural guy, so I like to take some sea salt in my water. Then I also have like liquid electrolytes, but to be honest, I don't know if there is any difference between this one and this one. I really do feel like when I'm not taking enough electrolytes, I start to feel a little dizzy or something when I'm really tired on doing a really hard training. So electrolytes every day, and surely when I'm doing a long run, I'm drinking all day electrolytes, a little bit of sea salt in my water, and that's good. Next up, creatine. This is not a magical thing, and I do think a lot of people know the creatine, but it really worked for me. Like, I don't know, less tired overall and more concentrated for working in general, not only for recovery and sport related things, but this is really good. I've been taking it for like 3 months, but the last 2 weeks were not as disciplined and as consistent as I should be. Of course, the protein, I have like a creme brulee protein. The taste is not special. It tastes like vanilla just, so I'm not taking it again because vanilla is just a little boring. Then I have like XXL protein cappuccino flavor. I had like coffee flavor before, really good from another brand, but they it was sold out or something. So I tried the cappuccino one. It's okay, but it's not that hard in flavor. But maybe I'm taking again. Next up is going to be the pistachio flavor. I don't like to be drinking all the time with milk, so I'll try to drink with soja, or even we tried like Ellen has some cocoa flavored protein shake, and we tried it with orange juice. Just so good. So I'm trying different things to avoid milk as much as possible. Sometimes, like today, I ate some granola with some oats. I know yogurt is like dairy products, but I mixed it with the creme brulee, and it's always really, really good. So maybe for that, the creme brulee is good. For mixing it up with my breakfast. These are the bottles I mostly use when running or something. I bought this one, like I thought I would need half. How much is this? A liter of water during a 15k race, 20k race. I went for a run once or twice with this, but it's not as easy as it looks like. It also has like a tube that's easy, but for the rest, I don't know. 1 liter is a lot, so it's heavy as well. And you need like a jacket or something to put it in. So yeah, I don't know. This one, I don't know. I'm not convinced as well. It is lightweight, so when you're running and it's going to be empty, it's easy to put in your pockets or something. But like when there is water and you're running and to drink from it, I don't know. The other one is just my basic fit bottle. The problem with this one is it's big for my hands, so running with this one sometimes if you're doing like shorter runs, but I'm just overall not convinced of what I have for drinking during my runs. I've seen some really nice stuff, so like this ones, but with the holder, like your hand is just locked in with this, and that feels like a lot more comfortable and a lot easier to run with. So for fueling, I'm not doing anything special, to be honest. I don't use gels yet. I've used the ones for the 14k race, but overall I don't use it yet because I don't know, I don't feel like I need to. I just eat enough and well during the day when it's a long run. Otherwise I don't need it. I always eat pretty good at home, so that's a good point. And but I'm probably going to start using it when I'm running more than 20-25k in the prep of the marathon, because I can't afford to be strong and don't fuel enough during the race as well, or during the runs as well. So I'll keep you updated about that, so be sure to subscribe, like, and let me know in the comments which gels are you maybe using. So yeah, I really like to just eat a lot of carbs. Pasta is one of the things I really like to eat when I'm going for a long run. Today I didn't eat that. I eat just rice and potatoes. We are in a Colombian household, so we like to mix a lot of things. Today I eat rice, potatoes, meat, and how they say in Dutch, a krokante stuk brood with a little bit of oil. So that's it for me. I'm going to run in, I think, 1 hour or 2, so it gives the time to digest everything and just to have a little bit of more fuel and a little bit more of protein. I'm going to make a protein shake right now, I think 1 or 2 hours before. You don't really need a lot of protein when you're going for a long run. Don't eat too much protein before your long runs. Otherwise than that, you could eat or you could drink your protein shake. And I forgot to tell you, try out some different hydration and fueling things, because everybody is different. For some people, taking a protein shake 1 hour before the race or 1 hour before they're running is not as convenient. Alright, so we have talked about exciting things, really important things. Now we are getting into nice things. We are starting from head to legs, because we already talked about the socks. Since I've started to run, and because I have like pretty long hair, my hair always falls in front of my face, and that's disturbing and nobody likes that. So I've started using a lot more hats, and I've always had hats, but I've never really used it because I prefer to have nothing on my head, but it's really necessary when you're running. So these 4 hats are the hats I use the most. The first one is just because we represent Colombia. That's the only reason, because otherwise it's not a really good hat, but sometimes it's nice. Secondly, the FC Barcelona hat. It's because I have love for this team. I've always loved this team, this football team. I've been watching a lot less football lately, but we are still a big fan. So I really like it. Next up, this is really the most cheap one I have. It's not that I really like it. I'm only using it for short runs and when I want to be a little special. And then my favorite hat, this one is nice, it's really breathable, lightweight and comfortable, stretchy. So this one I'm using the most, and the Barcelona one is also very comfortable. You're getting a little lower. This one is my favorite shirt. I really like to wear like tank tops. It's breathable, and that's the only reason I really like to. Maybe because you like to show some arms, but it's breathable. Here in Belgium, it's not always very warm, hot. Most of the time, and I mean for a long period of the year, it's cold here. So we like to use, or I like to use, this thermic undershirt. And even when it's a little bit hotter, I like to use them because it just keeps the same temperature and I don't feel like I'm overheating myself. These ones are from when I played football, and I have other ones as well, all from football. Then sometimes I also use some sweaters and stuff, but nothing really interesting. I have a lot of clothing from back then when I played football, so I'm still using that till it wears off or till I buy new clothing. I'm telling you, I have a lot of football clothing, so that's what I'm mostly using mostly of the time. This one is from Barcelona, but I have ones of other countries and others from the clubs where I played. So yeah, that's what I'm using right now. Now a little lower, and we're getting into the shorts. All right, so next up, the shorts. I'm really going to repeat myself, but I have a lot of football clothing, and this one is a multi-sport shorts, if you want to call it like that, but I always used it for football. I have two types of shorts. This one, what I mean, these ones, and I have plenty of similar like this, or one of these, but I need to buy more of these ones. Really breathable, lightweight shorts with an underpant. It needs to be long like this, but these ones are not really sexy. And then you have like this ones, and the shorter the better. The more legs you're showing, the more cheeks you're showing, the better. But it needs for me to have like underpants because my thighs really scratch against each other every time. Last but definitely not least, my other accessories that I also use for my running. The first things are these ones, the anti-shaving. You put it between your balls, under your arms. Those are the most important things, and sometimes on your foot, but really important. Some good tape. I have a lot of scratching with my shirts, so I use tapes for my nipples. That's it. That's the only thing when I use tape. Sunglasses. I tried these ones, very light, but they move around a lot, so I prefer thicker ones. I have thicker ones, but not here. And then my favorites, I got them from Ellen. Really cool. Definitely more comfortable than all the others, but yeah, maybe a little. The next ones are going to be maybe a little tighter. I don't know, but really cool. I put them like that, or if I'm bored, I put them like that. Sometimes I'm just using one of these things to carry on some stuff, and then maybe one of the most important things for me are my AirPods. I cannot forget these. I do run sometimes without them, when it's nice weather or something, but I really enjoy listening to podcasts, sometimes to music, but these ones are really, really important. And with everything, we are finishing off this video. These were my most important running gear. I hope you got some inspiration, some ideas. If you have some important gear that I don't use and you feel like I should use it, let me know in the comments. What did you think about the video? Let me know in the comments. It really helps me improve every video. Thanks a lot for watching till the end. I'm going for a 16K run, so thank you very much and see you next time. Let's get jacked together. Boom.